Welcome to a Little Tea Time. Y'all ready? Welcome to a Little Tea Time. Oh yeah. Welcome to a Little Tea Time. Who listening? Welcome to a Little Tea Time. All right. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a Little Tea Time. Welcome to a Little Tea Time. All right. Hey, y'all. It is I, Jared, aka Jarvis D, your favorite published author's favorite published author, and your host of Little Tea Time. As y'all are coming in, please like and share tonight's show so that someone at home will also get a chance to watch this episode of Little Tea Time later. So, if y'all are looking around like what's going on in the background at home, I am not in my studio tonight. I am in the world famous Capri Theater Shreveport. And I have the privilege and the opportunity to interview the operating manager, Mr. John H Lomax. John, welcome to A Little Tea Time.
Glad to be here.
Hell yeah. So just to give y'all the background on the Capri Theater, I have been walking past this place since I moved downtown over the last year. And then all of a sudden this place started operating like Harry Potter wave of wand, and we just started,
It's about like that.
started moving around here. And then there was an event that was taking place here a couple of weeks ago that I came by. I did not introduce myself to you then. I think I introduced myself to you before that event.
Yeah.
And I came by to that event. The event was very great. I want to say it was Q Major's event.
Oh yeah. The Sweater Weather Soul.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a cool event.
Yes. Got my sweater on. And so we are here tonight. John, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I've been in Shreveport since 1991. Came here for the Air Force and liked the area quite a bit. Decided to stay. I've been involved with the nightlife industry here pretty much since the day I got here. Kind of runs in my blood, I guess. Mm-hmm. So I've been involved with nightclubs and one-off events, concerts, a lot of electronic music production stuff, a lot of raves back in the 90s and the 2000s. So been around for a minute, but mostly in the live event and concentrated event space.
Okay. So could you talk to us about some of those events? Because I grew up here and I missed all of those things.
Shreveport's always been a live event city. Sometimes we forget that, we are. And that's the problem, I know it's hard for people now, with the way the economy is and everything to make decisions to come out. But Shreveport's always been a place where festivals and live music and events take place. We've got so many great venues here. Hopefully we can add Capri back onto that list. But yeah, it's always been a fantastic place for music and events.
Okay, so how did you come to acquire the Capri Theater?
Well, I'm just part of the organization. I just work here. I just get the T-shirt. So the longtime owner of the building finally decided that it was time for him to pass along to somebody else. There was a group of investors who have always been kind of interested in the building and saw the potential for it and kind of immediately acted on that. And that's how I got here. I work for that group and do work for that group at other venues. So it was kind of a natural fit for me. I love this building. It's the building itself means a lot to me, both coming here when I first got to Shreveport when it was a nightclub and then later on doing events here So my history in Shreveport and the history of this building kind of run together in a lot of places. It's just a really special place. It's a beautiful venue. We needed a 500 seat-ish live music and rental space in this town. It's been needed for a while, especially something that could operate for 21 and up, for 18 and up, for all ages, depending on the type of event. And, you know, bars and nightclubs are kind of restricted in the ways that they can handle that. So it's nice to have this option.
Love that. So can you give us a little bit of history on the Capri Theater for those of us like me who do not know much about this?
So the Capri Theater was built in 1911, I believe. It was built by the brothers that had a pharmacy right next door. So this was their first foray into the theater business. And in 1911, it was built as a vaudeville theater. You know, it's kind of a little bit before movies really kind of took over the entertainment space. So it operated as a vaudeville theater until the popularity of movies rose to a point where that became its primary focus. And it operated as a movie theater pretty much from the 30s on through until the early 80s, when it closed as a theater and then was refurbed as a nightclub, and it operated as a nightclub from the mid 80s through different ownership and operating people. It's been probably 4 or 5 different nightclubs during that period. So it's gone through a few structural changes to accommodate that, the flattening out the floors, putting in stages, stuff like that. So when we got here, it was pretty much as you see it now, other than a lot of cosmetic work that needed to be done. The tiniest little bit of repair. The building was really, really well taken care of, which is a good thing because too many of our nice historic buildings down here kind of fall in from the roof down.
Yeah.
So they managed to keep the roof in good shape, and the building itself, as you see it now, was pretty much how we walked in, other than major cleaning and a little bit of repair work.
Okay. So this was doing what, like, I want to say burlesque shows and things like that. When you say vaudeville era.
In the vaudeville area?
Yeah, the vaudeville.
So vaudeville would be more like singers, dancers, magicians. Burlesque would be a little bit more on the adult nightclub side. Mm-hmm. What we would kind of think of as like almost a gentleman's club type like atmosphere. That would be a little bit more burlesque. This was more of a family theater. It's just the films were so far and few between and such a novelty, until like the mid-20s and early 1930s. Live performance was the kind of de facto way people went and saw entertainment.
Okay. So that would put y'all in the same standard with the Strand Theater.
Yeah, so Strand's actually a little bit younger than this building. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so this 1911 is a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the first of many. You know, the brand went on to expand throughout the South. So it's kind of a proof of concept for them. So it's an interesting space.
Okay. So you're not busy operating things here at Capri. What are you doing for fun?
What do I do for fun? I like to wrench on my bike and do digital art and make music. You know, so most of my creative outlets are both fun and part of what I do for, my living. I've managed to monetize my fun, as I like to say.
Love that.
And this to me is fun. Events and seeing people come together and celebrating the arts in any way is my fun. So I'm lucky enough to actually do that for a living.
Yes. Okay, so you are an artist. I can ask you these questions because I was going to censor the questions around the theater, but I can do both. So what inspired you to be an artist? Because you are an artist of sorts.
Are any of us inspired? I think it's kind of it's that you don't paint because you want to, you paint because you have to.
Yeah.
Type thing. Like for the performance part, right? For seeing events come together, it just makes me happy. You know, I like the complication of logistics and the kind of controlled chaos that concentrated events bring. I've been lucky enough to build up a skill set that lets me handle some pretty large events with relative ease. But there's just nothing like getting artists on a stage and then people to enjoy that art in a live setting. There's nothing like that, right? You know, I mean, watching something on YouTube's great, listening to something on Spotify is great, but seeing an artist actually perform, whether that be dance or the theater or music, or even watching someone paint, you know, one of my favorite things to watch is kind of, you know, works in progress videos and showing people how their methods work. To me, that's just as important as the finished product, you know. And I love live events. I think people should come together more and be in a space with art together more. It's not going to make your life worse being around people enjoying art.
Not really.
It's really not.
And we're getting back to that because now it's the holiday season, so everyone is starting to find somewhere to be, something to do. More time with family as we're going into the holidays. So how did you decide to establish your brand here with Capri?
Well, it was venue first, right? Everyone who has been involved with this iteration of the product remembers the Capri. Either they were involved with it themselves, or they had fond memories of it as a theater, or they had fond memories of it as a nightclub. So again, when it came available, people jumped on it because they were excited about the space itself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've spent some time in here. You kind of know when you walk in, there's a little bit of magic around the edges of this place.
Yes.
I don't know what it is, but it just draws people to it. Once you're here, once you understand what the place is, it's kind of hard to forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
So
it
didn't take a lot of convincing on anybody's, you know, side to come back into the Capri for sure.
Yes, it definitely has its own mystique here. Because I grew up here, my first encounters of coming inside have been this year.
Yeah.
So to have not been inside this place growing up in Shreveport, and now as an adult to come in, it's like, okay, I wonder what this place was like during its earlier days to come into what is now like Shreveport history.
Yeah, and it's funny, you know, I've talked to people from different age ranges and that have had exposure to the building prior to us coming in. It's interesting to see, oh, my grandmother used to take me to go see movies there when I was a kid. Or I remember going there and listening to, you know, Chuck Davis DJ at the Capri Club, and that's how I remember it, you know, is kind of the home for alternative dance music and like the 80s and early 90s. And, you know, and then there are people who know it from when Cat Daddy and Mr. Lacey, you know, ran this place. And there's people that remember it as, you know, so it has moments for a lot of different people. But what I like most is people like you that have never been in the facility and never seen the space. And when you turn that corner coming in from the lobby and you walk in and the building opens up, you can see it on people's faces. They're like, wow, this is completely different.
Yes. It is very, like, for people who have not been in here yet, who are watching at home, y'all got to get in here and check this place out. It's like we're walking into history as you come in. And it just, like, sits in on you like, damn.
Yeah. You know, the building, I think spaces have a way of retaining some of the energy that's been put into them. And there's been a lot of really positive energy in this place over the years. A lot of really positive energy. A lot of people really enjoying music and enjoying film and enjoying each other's company. And those things tend to stay in a facility. And I think that's what lends a little bit of the magic to it.
Yes, great segue to this next question. How have your parties changed since you started the business of operating it?
It's interesting. We learn something with every event. How best to set up, how best to utilize staff, where people gravitate to. So really, we haven't changed that much. Everyone that's involved in it has decades and decades and decades of event or club experience. So there weren't any real surprises for us from an operational standpoint. It's more of like Capri is open for anyone. So we've had everything from Sweater Weather Soul to dubstep raves to anime, parties for GeekCon after party to country music. And when you have so many different kinds of events coming through, there are things that, okay, I need to be prepared for this when this type of band comes through to make sure they have what they need versus what a DJ needs versus what, a solo performer may need. So it's just fine tuning the operational aspects of it. But so far, I think every show's been a special show. And we tend to have people smiling when they walk out the door, and that's what we're going for.
Yeah, I remember like some of the earlier events that y'all had, the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh yeah, that was fabulous.
I was like, I have not seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and so I was walking by while y'all were promoting it. Yeah. I took a picture of it. And I posted it to my Facebook and my Instagram to like let other people know, like, hey, y'all ain't into Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah,
they got it.
Yeah, no, that was a special event. For me, it was a special event. I've seen Rocky Horror Picture Show pretty close to 200 times in theater. So I used to go every weekend when I was a kid to our local theater that did a midnight showing. So when we were looking at when we were in the planning phases for this, we were looking at what films were having anniversaries. And the Rocky Horror Picture Show 50th anniversary was September 26th. Mm-hmm. And we looked at the date and we're like, okay, so this is definitely something that we need to do. And we really wanted to do it as a midnight movie, because that's, if you're a fan of Rocky Horror, you kind of understand that that's kind of its space, is where it lives in that midnight movie. And then to find out the movie premiered on Friday, September 26th, and we were able to do it on Friday, September 26th. Oh. Exactly 50 years later. And then the crowd was fantastic. I can't say enough about the Creatures of the Night floor show. That shadow cast came in here and worked like a musical cast. Mm-hmm. They put the rehearsal time in and they really nailed it. It was one of, if not the best Rocky Horror Picture Show experiences I've ever had. And I've seen the film in multiple different cities. I've seen it in the original midnight movie spot in New York. So for me to say that is pretty high praise. They really, really knocked it out of the park. It was fantastic. It was an amazing event. Hopefully we'll be able to do it again soon. I'd like to say probably June, July, we'll do another Rocky Horror showing.
Well, my birthday's in July.
Okay. Well,
so if you're going to do it, July seems like it'd be a great time for it.
July seems like a great time.
Hey.
Yeah. We'll probably do it 2-3 times a year. I'm a huge fan of the film, and everyone involved with the facility is a fan of the film and a fan of the side or the Shadowcast. So anytime they want to come back in, we're willing to do it.
And I'm going to say my experience. I have not seen Rocky Horror Picture Show, so I'm going to.
Yeah. Well, don't watch it on streaming services, come in here and we'll give you a bag with all the little props and stuff that you need and instructions, and we'll sit you by some people who really know the film and show you what Red Car is all about.
I can appreciate that. I can definitely appreciate that. So, next question. Since you have been the operating manager here at Capri, what have been some of the challenges you've overcome on your journey?
Here, and it's kind of a Shreveport issue, but also kind of a national issue, is it's really difficult for promoters, and I'm an event promoter, operations director, so I kind of see both sides of it. It's really hard for people to invest in these events because events are expensive. Mm-hmm. They really are. When you start talking about flying in people from other markets and putting them in hotel rooms and feeding them and then paying them a fair wage, and it starts to get very expensive. And one of the things here was trying to convince people to purchase tickets online and to pre-purchase so planning can happen. And slowly but surely, we've been really, really lucky here that it's kind of come a lot farther than we had expected as far as pre-sales. But that and people with the FOMO the next day, that's the worst part. It's like seeing, we'll post pictures, or the promoters will post pictures, and people are like, "Damn, I wish I could have been there." And it's like, well, yeah,
we're talking about it.
You should have been there. So hopefully, we'll give everybody something that they just can't turn away from, like they have to go. Mm-hmm. And then once we get you in here, you'll know. Yeah, because
they definitely got me in here.
Yeah. So once you come to one show, you'll find a reason to come to more.
For sure. Next question is, how do you define success?
How do I define success?
Yes.
Oh, I'm probably not the person to ask about that. For me, success is defined by how much joy I can bring to other people's lives. I mean, really, that's it. Mm-hmm. I'm not a material person. I'm lucky enough to have the things I need, and I've got a roof over my head, and I eat DoorDash too much probably, but for me, success isn't about necessarily material things. Mm-hmm. Success is more about the respect of my peers and bringing joy to other people's lives, mm-hmm. and finding joy in my life.
And you're definitely doing that here at Capri.
Well, trying to, yeah.
Not trying, you're doing it. You are definitely doing it. So far, so good. My next question: what's the best advice you can give to someone thinking about starting a business or pursuing their dreams?
Find something that you genuinely care about and do that. Mm-hmm. If you genuinely care, and it could be something like you genuinely care about customer service, and then you could go into any customer service. Mm-hmm. Or you genuinely care about cooking, and you could, go into and develop a restaurant concept. But if you truly care, you're going to put in the additional time that you need, and that's the real resource. Yeah, capital is important. None of this could happen without capitalization. Mm-hmm. But the time investment, you're going to regret the time investment before you regret the capital outlay. Mm-hmm. And that's the only resource that we can't make again, or that we can't, recoup from, is time. So if you generally care about what you're doing, that time investment becomes less and less of a metric that you have to worry about.
I love that. Because when you are definitely doing something that you love, it does not become about the money. It definitely is about the time. It's about the energy that you put into it, the amount of dedication, like we were chatting before we started, and I was telling you, I've been doing this show for almost 5 years. And to have your first interview here in the Capri Theater.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Now, I will tell you, you, if you don't care about money, have somebody in your life that cares about money.
I actually,
because there are, I don't want to set people on the wrong path.
No.
Money and proper business techniques and capital, you need all of those things.
Yes.
That's my title is not owner. My title is operations director. You know, you need people that are very business savvy and that truly do care about the business end of it. I mean, for me, the business end and the entertainment end are kind of the same thing, you know, because my job here is to create an environment and create a space that allows people to do what they want to do.
Yes.
and to sell that product.
Yes.
But you know, you if you're not a non-materialist like me and you, and have some materialists in your life that can guide you in making the right decisions.
That part. Being that you are from our community here in the city of Shreveport. Wait, I'm gonna back up. Can you give us your favorite quote and why? Skip the question.
That's tough. There's so many. Probably George Clinton from P-Funk.
Come on.
Free your mind and your ass will follow. Yeah, that's probably the one that I kind of live by a little bit more. And it means more than just dancing. You know, if you free your mind to ideas, you know, you're able to throw yourself into them a little bit more.
I like that. I like that. It's being able to be free and clear in thoughts. You can be in the moments more than in thoughts.
Yeah.
So I can appreciate that.
I mean, the only time is now.
Right. Now to this question. Since you have been a part of the community here in the arts community, for what, like?
Depends on what you consider art. But I've been artist adjacent for a while.
Okay, so artist adjacent for what? How many years?
Since I got here. I mean, I like to make sure that artists have space. You know, I've always tried to create spaces and events for artists to have that room.
Got it. So back to this question. Can you tell us 3 things you like to see better in our community?
Better. I think we need to always refocus on educating our young people, and giving them a safe place to be children, and the support and guidance that it takes to grow up and to make the kind of decisions that they're going to need to make that will affect the rest of their lives. And I mean, the research is really, really clear that if very young people, you know, starting from, you know, preschool and on, if the more support they have from their community, the better off they're going to be. And there's going to come a point where we're all going to rely on these children, you know, for the future of our country, for the future of the world. And if we don't do what we need to do now, it's only going to hurt us. I don't see what the disconnect is with so just making life better for kids, you know, making it safer, you know, making them healthier. And making them better educated.
Understanding that. So how can people get involved with things going on here at Capri Theater?
Probably the easiest way is to join our Facebook and Instagram pages. You know, everything that happens here, we try to share with people unless it's like a private event. If you want to do an event at Capri, you know, say you're a promoter You want to do a comedy show, you want to do a recital, you want to do a one-man act, a one-man play, any of those things, we are definitely open to working with other people. It's kind of our business model is to help develop new promotion talent.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to have a private event here, of course, we're open to that. That is kind of the core concept of the place's private events. So just contact us. We're easy to get in contact with. I'll generally pick up the phone. I'll generally answer an email as soon as I get it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right, final question, and then we're going to get us a candy or corn. What would be your wish for the next generation?
The next generation. Just more peace.
I love it.
More peace.
I was watching a movie tonight before I came to do your interview where, as a matter of fact, Equalizer 2. And one of the characters said that he asked what did Robert want, and he's like, peace. And he said, peace? I can buy you that.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, you can't buy peace.
No, you can give peace. I don't think you can buy it.
And I was just stuck on that. Oh. Great answer for that question, because it made me think, even to hear you say it, it made me think back to that scene today. All right, so y'all, we are about to get into candy or corn. John, I'm going to ask you about these candies. If you eat these candies, you can say candy. If you would not eat these candies, you can say corn.
This is going to be a lot of candies.
That part. So we want to invite the viewers at home. Y'all can play candy or corn with us also by simply putting candy or corn in the comment section. All right? So are you ready to play my game?
Let's do it.
All right. First candy up is the York's Peppermint Patty.
Frozen, yes.
Original answer.
Put them in the freezer. Yeah, no, they're awesome in the freezer.
I just dropped mine in hot chocolate.
Yeah, it's also good. The little ones. Yeah, but freezer, game changer for the peppermint patty.
We can appreciate that over here on Tea Time. Next candy up is 100 grams.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. There's something wrong with you don't like those. Yeah. No, top tier.
That part. Next candy up is the Snickers.
Snickers? No, I'll eat one. Not my favorite. Overrated.
Understood.
Yeah.
Next candy is the M&M's.
I like M&M's. Okay. Yeah. Not my favorite. The almond ones are really good. The peanut butter ones, when you can find those, pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Next up is Mike and Ike's.
Oh, yeah. No, my better half and I have a Mike and Ike problem. Yeah. We eat quite a few Mike and Ikes. I love them.
We can accept that answer over here. Next up is lemon heads.
Love lemon heads. Hard to find now. Only place you can get, I think, Walgreens, and this is the only place I've been able to find them.
That part.
Yeah.
Next candy up is the Twix.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
That part. Next up is Skittles.
Love Skittles.
Sour Patch Kids.
Love Sour Patch Kids. Yeah. Any gummy candy? Yeah. 100%. 100%. Even bad gummies. Yeah.
And the final candy is candy corn.
Candy corn.
Electronics.
Can't do it.
That's an understatement.
Yeah.
He's definitely one of my people now.
Yeah, not my favorite.
No,
not my favorite.
definitely not. We are definitely brothers now after that answer.
There you go.
I am also not a fan of candy corn.
No.
So all of you people who enjoy your candy corn, he's one of our people.
Yeah.
He's not one of your people.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it.
No.
It's just not for me.
It's not.
That's more for you then.
Right.
For you candy corn people. You don't have to worry about me breaking in and taking your candy corn stash. It's not happening.
It's definitely not happening here. I say it all the time on this show. If I wanted to eat candle wax, I just want to eat some.
Yeah, that's true.
That is candy corn. Thanks for playing.
Oh, my pleasure.
So that part. So again, how can people contact you here over at Capri Theater?
Yeah, so send us a message on Facebook. Send us a message on Instagram. The email address is listed on both of those. I could read it out to you, but nobody's going to pay attention to that.
Mm-hmm.
So just Facebook, Instagram. Everybody's got a Facebook. Everybody's got an Instagram, or one or the other. Or just come by and knock on the door. If you see us around, step in. We'll give people tours any time of the day that they come by. If we're here, I'm more than happy to show this building off.
Mm-hmm. And y'all could click the link for Capri Theater Shreveport right here on my Facebook page also. And that can get y'all over to Capri Theater as well. Yep. If y'all want to contact them here. So I spill tea here on my show, and it sounds hard for me to spill the tea here. So we have what it seems to be a host of events coming up. I know that you're hosting an event here tomorrow. Did you want to plug that?
Actually, that's DDA.
Okay.
So Downtown Development Authority are doing a extended hours, I believe is the new name of the program, where it's kind of a business meet and greet networking opportunity. I think this particular one, they're featuring the residential companies down here. So the companies that operate all the residential facilities downtown, which there's quite a few now.
Mm-hmm.
But anytime DDA does an event, if you're involved in downtown, you work downtown, you live downtown, you should definitely make an appointment to come. And I believe that's free and open to the public.
And I'm definitely making it my business.
4:30, I think.
4:30.
Yeah, 4:30 to 7:7. You just get off work, especially if you work downtown. There's no excuse if you don't work downtown.
Yes. I work and live here, so I'm heavily in this area, and I'm going to make it my business to be here. So y'all would definitely want to not miss that. I'm going to be here for that. Get footage from this area tomorrow. So we also have a casting call for models. Iced Up Photography is hosting a casting call, Real Models of Shreveport, January the 10th. It's going to be from 2 p.m. until 6 p.m. at the Ice Up Studios. He's looking for unique personality, fresh faces, and bold styles. Ages 18 plus, all backgrounds are welcomed, and you bring your best self and your best headshot for this event, so y'all don't want to miss that. I'm very excited about Foodie Fest, which is going to be coming up in 2026. It's going to be at the 1210 Milam Street. Y'all, this event is going to be family friendly. It's going to be free to the public. It is going to be hosted by the Foodie Fest Chef Ambassador and 2024 Golden Fork winner, Chef Melvin. So y'all don't want to miss that. This is going to be a great event. And for people who are just foodies, this is your event. You don't want to miss it. If you are a Maxwell fan, I have been talking about this a lot on my show because I'm a Maxwell fan. So Maxwell's Urban Hangout Suite Cruise 2026 is setting sail February the 7th through the 12th, featuring the Isley Brothers, Kim, Lucky Day, and many more. I am promoting this event particularly on my show because I just want to be on the show.
Yeah, I think that's a good reason. Maxwell's cool.
He's very cool.
I mean, if you're going to be stuck on a boat with somebody,
that's the person I want to be stuck on the boat with for a couple of days, you know?
Yeah.
So I will definitely tell y'all, go and get those tickets. I know that the tickets are definitely moving right now on social media. There's a link that's been circulating, so definitely get y'all tickets. Don't want to miss that. Gotta send shout outs to our own, Shreveport's own, Adriana, with her new single, Open Fires. She is a very talented singer here that is doing some great things with her music. So I'm just so honored that I get to promote her here on the Little Tea Time. Congratulations to you, Adriana. You continue to do your thing. Also got to continue to send congrats out to actor and coach Garrett Caruth and the Portals of the Pine film premiere. If you missed this premiere, you just missed.
I missed it, and I feel bad about it.
It was a great.
Yeah, I feel that I really wanted to go, but I unfortunately had something that it kind of took my attention away from that. But that's awesome for them. I'm so happy that that's getting the reception that it deserves.
It is, and because it was filmed here in our backyard in Louisiana, it was so good to see our city as the backdrop for film again.
Yeah. And also, Robinson's a great organization and great facility, and people should definitely go and support them as much as they can.
Speaking of Robinson Film Center, if y'all have not seen Wicked yet, you can go and check this film out over at the Robinson Film Center. I am such a fan of Wicked for Good that I am still talking about this now, 2 weeks after I have yet seen this movie. So I am encouraging people to go out and go and check out Wicked for Good. You can go and check it out downtown at the Robinson Film Center. Get into it. Speaking of movies, 31 years in the making. Street Fighter. It's coming back.
I kind of like the campy look of it too.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah, no, I'm glad they're leaning into the comedy a little bit.
I'm very excited about this, and to see 50 Cent and Jason Momoa as part of this cast. It is gonna be epic. I kind of sat down and started watching this film at home, the older
one,
with Jean-Claude Van Damme and Kylie Minogue and Rikishi is in this. And I was like, how did I miss this growing up?
JCVD. Yeah, that was too serious. Street Fighter should be campy and funny, and I think they're, from what I've seen from the previews, I think they nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
The hair.
Oh my God, that hair is insane.
It's gonna be fun.
That hair is insane. Also, according to Good News Page, allegedly, Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan are planning to produce a movie about Mansa Musa, the richest black in history. Now, I am not familiar with Mansa Musa.
So that was like in like medieval times, right?
Most likely. This African king.
Yeah.
Rich. I'm just fascinated to even know that this is possibly going to happen. So definitely want to shout them out.
That'd be cool.
It's definitely going to be something to watch, because they just don't do bad movies right now. Michael just don't do bad movies.
No.
Michael B. Jordan, he just doesn't do bad movies. So
doing good track record.
so far,
so far so good.
They're nominated for a Golden Globe, so
yeah.
No complaints over here on me. I have breaking news for y'all, because I have not yet even put this in the transcript for this show, nor have I shared this on my social medias. For people who were involved in this film, we shot this film 2 summers ago, and now it is coming to theaters here in Shreveport to the big screen. For people who have not heard or familiar with Peeping Todd 2, the musical, we are going to be hosting this film here in Shreveport, the premiere. And I'm sending this out to like every theater across this city. If you have a theater, we need to have a premiere in just about every theater in the city of Shreveport. So something you can take to your people.
Okay. I'm not sure how we'll have to talk about the definition of what a premiere is if we're doing it in all the theaters.
Right.
But other than that, then I'm cool. We'll make it happen.
I'm open to this because I've been hearing great things about this movie, and I've been seeing a lot of great things about this movie on the internet that I have not yet seen this film. And having the opportunity to be an actor in said film, I want people to see this movie as many times as they can.
Over and over.
over and over and over in every theater in the city of Shreveport. So we want to make that a big deal here because acting in our backyard in Shreveport with local actors working in our backyard as, again, the backdrop. It is very important to us to continue to put our city on the map in a good way. And this is a fantastic way to continue to keep art alive, to keep places like Capri Theater open where people can come in and we can film that here.
Oh, we'd love to. We'd love to use it as a. Well, I think the last thing that was filmed here was the club scene for. I think they serve beer in hell, or I hope they serve beer in hell.
That part.
Yeah. So that I think that's the last time there was a film crew in. But yeah, we're definitely. If you are a filmmaker, photographer, and want to use the facility, you want to shoot a music video for your band, get in touch with us. We're definitely open for that.
All right, y'all heard it here on the Little Tea Time. If you need a space, they have it here for you. So take advantage. Also happening. Poet and community leader T. Wynn is hosting Verses and Vision, a lovely poetry showcase this Friday, December the 19th at 7 p.m. Featuring some of the hottest and talented poets around our city. The cost is $15 at the Wynn Center, and it's 5,000 Greenwood Road, and the event will be streamed. So I am going to be at this event to support some of the artists that are on this show. I am very excited because I'm also a poet, and to see what we're doing in a poetry community here, it is very exciting to see that we're all able to make our mark and keeping poetry alive and pushing art into the community. So y'all don't want to miss that. Gotta send shout outs to Hamilton star Leslie Odom Jr. He's going to be here at the Riverview Theater December the 19th at 7:30 p.m. If y'all have not yet gotten your tickets for that, you definitely want to get your tickets. And I want to shout Leslie Odom Jr. out because we were featured in the Shreveport Forum right alongside of their event for an event that we just hosted, You Need a Little Christmas event. And we were featured in the paper alongside of Leslie Odom Jr. So shout outs to you, Les. Are you an American Idol fan?
Sometimes.
All right.
Yeah, sometimes. Depends on the guy.
Well, yeah. It is coming back January the 26th on ABC. And we want to get people involved in that. I love American Idol since season 1. So I've been staying with it. And we want to see what's going to happen when it comes back. So y'all don't miss American Idol, right? Got to get into this. You know, Waiting to Exhale is celebrating 30 years.
Sounds about right.
30 years of this film. I watched Waiting to Exhale like in the last few days. I want to say like Saturday or Sunday. I watched it again and to sit back.
I don't think I've seen it in 20 years. Yeah. I mean, I'll have to pick that up and watch it.
It was surreal to watch it currently and just seeing the magic that was made on the screen. Thinking about Whitney Houston's contribution to this film.
Yeah.
Oh. And I watched The Preacher's Wife too. I watched both because I'm just a fan of Whitney Houston, but to sit back and watch Waiting to Exhale and just seeing how they became more than actors, they were sisters on that set. And so I appreciated watching that film again. So shout outs to y'all. Also, another big anniversary that's going on. Whitney Houston's release single, I'm Your Baby Tonight, is celebrating 35 years. 35 years this song's been out. And fun fact that I found out about recently, it became the theme music for X-Men in the 90s. So they remade it, and they made it a part of the theme music for X-Men, which was one of my favorite cartoons growing up. And literally found that out this year, so shout out to y'all. Shit. The New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival is coming up April the 23rd through May the 3rd. And New Orleans, Louisiana's own Big Frida announced that she'll be performing Saturday, May the 2nd. So kudos to y'all. Congratulations. And I think that is going to be a fantastic show. So
Yeah, Stevie Nicks, the Eagles. Yeah, that's a huge lineup.
okay.
The Big Freeze is the best one.
And see, I only saw the announcement that Big Frida posted. I didn't even know that Stevie Nicks and the Eagles were on.
Yeah, I think they just announced the lineup last week. Yeah, it's usually pretty good show.
Very good, very good. I think this is gonna be a very awesome show. So y'all don't want to miss that in New Orleans. So I'll get into my birthdays. Does I celebrate birthdays in a little tea time? Do you know anyone celebrating birthdays that you want to shout out?
I'm the worst about birthdays. I'm the worst about birthdays. So, no, I don't remember because I don't remember. I'm lucky enough I remember my own birthday.
Understood.
So, yeah.
So, happy birthday to y'all. Either way.
Yeah. To all the people that I've forgotten that this is your birthday week, your birthday month, happy birthday.
That part. So I want to shout out my Facebook followers who celebrate birthdays. And all of the Sagittarius who are celebrating birthdays. Miss Crystal Charles, happy birthday to you. And Mickey Watts, happy birthday to you. Now, I also celebrate celebrity birthdays on a Little Tea Time. And yesterday, Dick Van Dyke turned 100 years old.
It's crazy.
That is insane.
I saw a picture of him. He didn't look half bad.
No.
Yeah.
So,
no way I'm going to look that good. Because I'm not going to be on that.
well, let's definitely make sure we make it to 100 first.
Yeah.
And let's drink a lot of water and keep the legs moving.
Yeah, you do Dick Van Dyke. You dance and you sing and you make people happy. And maybe you get to be 100 and look like that.
That part. Also, happy birthday today to Rena Triple Charm. Happy birthday to actress Sarah Paulson. Happy birthday to boxer Manny Pacquiao. Happy birthday to actor Nat Wolff. Happy birthday to actor Jack Wolff. Happy birthday to actor Isabella Rose. Happy birthday to Fifth Element actress. One of my favorites. And this movie became like a staple in my life after I saw it. Mia Jovovich.
Great movie.
Yes.
One of my favorite movies.
Yes. Of all time. So happy birthday to you, Mila. Happy birthday to comedian and actor Lil Real. Happy birthday to acting royalty, Ernie Hudson and Bill Pullman. Happy birthday to y'all. And finally, happy birthday to the late Pope Francis. So happy birthday to y'all from us to y'all here on the Little Tea Time.
Happy birthday.
Again, I want to take the time to thank every last one of my royalty readers who has been supporting the book brand, to all of the new royal readers who are growing with my family. Thank y'all to every last one of y'all, to everyone who supports my books over on Amazon.com. I can always check out Jarius, Jrays, Deon, Deyon, at Amazon.com and get into those books. And I have to make an announcement really quick. So Amazon, I received my package in the mail today. And I wasn't entirely happy because my shipment was not in the best conditions. My box was damaged and a book was also damaged in the box. I've already shared said words to my pages with photo documentation. And I definitely am looking forward to someone there in your graces making the situation better, because I don't think anyone would want a package to come to their home and it's damaged.
No, they're usually pretty good about getting it back to you. Yeah, they're usually pretty good.
Well,
give them a chance. Give them a chance.
I look forward to giving you said chance.
here's the chance, Amazon.
Here's your chance.
Here's your chance.
And I look forward to it because my book brand, it means a lot to me.
It should.
And this is the first time this has happened in 9 years of me getting books delivered from Amazon.
Yeah, they'll take care of it.
So, just wanted to shout that out. Make sure y'all did not miss that. Looking forward to y'all making that better for me. Also, to everyone who is checking out a little tea time tonight, thank y'all for liking and sharing tonight's show. To everyone who is a subscriber over on YouTube, thank you to all 291 of my royal subscribers. Y'all are also a part of my family with what I am doing with a little tea time, promoting our local events, our local business owners, and promoting all of what we're doing here to make our city a better place. So thank you to everyone who has been on board with my vision, with my brand. I appreciate y'all for that. Also, John, I'm going to give you the final word before we get out of here.
Now, come out to a show at the Capri. Happy holidays. Have a wonderful new year. And be safe out there.
That part. With that being said, opportunities knocking, you matter. Let's build and go higher, Shreveport. And remember to be great on purpose and not by accident. The future is now. I am Jarek, aka Jarek, your favorite published author, and your host of Little Tea Time, live in the Capri Theater Shreveport with tonight's guest, Mr. John H Lomax. John, thank you for having us here tonight. And until next time, you guys enjoy these holidays. Y'all stay safe, stay well, and stay warm. Because it's cold out there. And it's going to get a little colder. So we love you guys. We got to get out of here, go get some food or something. Enjoy our night. So y'all stay well. Welcome to Little Tea Time. Y'all ready? Welcome to Little Tea Time. Oh yeah. Welcome to Little Tea Time. Who listen? Welcome to Little Tea Time. All right. Welcome to Little. Welcome to Little. Welcome to Little. Welcome to Little Tea Time. Welcome to Little Tea Time. If you like this footage, stay tuned to what's next. And thank you, my royal subscribers, for tuning into this episode of A Little Tea Time. Love you guys. Peace. Be well.